We've gotten used to discussing the Boruto anime only as a work that's supposed to show us new techniques, and this animation, created based on the manga, emphasizes the fact that we expect only epic moments from the series, barely noticing the deeper meaning behind the characters. Kawaki didn't just come to save his brother. He is a reflection of the main character, who in turn is trying to guide Kawaki's destructive light in the right direction. But all we want is epic moments. However, the author is trying to show us a deeper meaning through the similarities between Boruto and Kawaki. Even the way Kawaki appeared on the battlefield, stepping on Jura, is a direct reference to how Boruto showed up, trampling Code's face. That's why I want to talk about the symbolism of this story, which is actually very interesting. For example, the battle that's about to take place now. Boruto and Kawaki are the symbol of the entire story. They are like the sun and the moon. Let me explain what I mean. Sometimes darkness hides within radiance, and light is born in the depths of night. In the world of Boruto, this isn't just a beautiful metaphor. It's the essence of the whole conflict, the entire philosophy of this world and its heroes. Kawaki has the Kokugan, the black eye, but despite the name, the eye itself is blindingly bright. His pupil is a shining wheel, golden triangles, almost divine in form. This is the eye that controls matter, dominates space, compresses objects down to microscopic sizes, an eye that creates cubes, the geometry of the world. His power is as pure as the morning sun, and yet its name is black, and its essence is destruction and domination. Boruto has the Jogan, the pure eye, but its light is cold. It doesn't shine, it glimmers, like the moon hanging in the night sky. His pupil is empty, as if he's observing not from the outside, but from within. This is not an eye of destruction, but of insight. It doesn't change the world, it sees it for what it really is. Spatial tears, chakra, distortions. It doesn't attack, it understands. Their eyes break visual expectations. Everything we've been taught by visual language, white means good, black means evil, in Boruto, it works the other way around. And this is a deep symbol of the author's message. True darkness can hide under the light of power, and truth lies in the quiet, elusive glow we don't notice right away. That's the great paradox. The eye that looks like the sun destroys, and the eye that looks like a shadow saves. Kawaki and Boruto are like the sun and the moon, locked in an endless dance. One radiates power, the other reflects truth, but one cannot exist without the other. The moon has no light of its own. It exists only by reflecting the sun, but the sun too can be eclipsed by the moon, and that's their essence. They depend on each other, like breath and the pause between breaths. Boruto wouldn't have become who he is now without Kawaki, and Kawaki in turn wouldn't have gained anything without Boruto. When they clash, it's like a solar eclipse, a moment of absolute chaos. This isn't just a fight, it's a collision of beginning and end. Boruto tries to contain Kawaki's destructive rage, trying to preserve peace. Kawaki wants to burn everything that can bring pain, to build order on the ashes. One protects, the other destroys, and each believes he's doing the right thing. But life isn't born in perfect light, nor is it preserved in eternal darkness. Life exists in between, in balance, on the fragile edge where light recedes and shadow approaches. Boruto feels this. He knows that darkness isn't the enemy, it's the shadow cast by light. That pain is part of growth. That even destruction can be a form of salvation. But Kawaki is a child of fear, pain, and despair. He sees only weakness and chaos and wants to erase everything, to rebuild it from scratch on his own terms. They're not just antagonist and protagonist. They're two halves of one soul, two different attempts to change the world, two vortexes of change. Kawaki is like a hurricane, direct, scorching, intolerant of mistakes. Boruto is like the wind, soft, penetrating, striving not to destroy but to understand. Together they create conflict, but this conflict isn't evil. It's a challenge to the world, a chance for renewal. Their fight is like the meeting of day and night when the sky turns golden and shadows stretch along the ground. In that brief moment, all living things pause, because this is the time of change. They are opposites, yin and yang. Even their eyes are positioned parallel to each other. And now, they must unite and fight against the divine tree, which seeks to consume all living things, to enslave everything Boruto and Kawaki are trying to protect. The symbolism of the tree. It's not just a plant, it's the 10 tails beast, compressed into the form of a seed of absolute power. Once planted, it takes root in the world's soil and grows. To destroy it, it doesn't bring the fruits of life, it harvests life itself. It's anti-life, a parasite that doesn't give but takes. It's the end of the cycle, where evolution doesn't lead to freedom, but to total consolidation of energy. It consumes not just bodies, but chakra, will, destiny. Unlike a tree that nourishes the world, this tree feeds on the world, the essence of Jura. He's not just the master of the tree, he is the tree itself, given form, the ultimate embodiment of the logic of consumption. He doesn't seek to kill out of malice, he simply views life as a resource. All living things feelings are raw material, fertilizer, from which the true fruit must grow. He is the end of multiplicity. In him there is no individuality, only the goal, to erase differences, wipe out choice, dissolve will. Jura is not a villain. He is perfect emptiness. He is the final result of a universe devoid of emotion. To him, human behavior is illogical because it only leads to self-destruction, a waste of resources. Here's why Boruto and Kawaki must unite. They are opposites, but together, they are a whole capable of standing against absolute emptiness. When they fight, the world trembles, but when they're together, the world gets a chance. Because their union is a new chakra, a new synthesis, something even the Sage of Six Paths never had. Their union is a renunciation of ego, of the desire to become gods. It's humanity standing before divinity and saying, no, we are alive, we are imperfect, and that's what makes us real. The battle against Jura is the solar eclipse of destiny. Kawaki's Kokugun, the sun, shines blindingly bright, but dims when colliding with the tree. Boruto's Jogun, the moon, reflects the truth, and it's Boruto who sees Jura's true nature, not as an enemy, but as a mistake sprouted from the gods themselves. Their unification is the moment of balance, when the moon doesn't eclipse the sun, but shines together with it in unison. Together, they create a new power, not to destroy the tree, but to rewrite its seed. We've been shown many times that Jura reflects on life, unable to comprehend its meaning, and Boruto must direct Kawaki's light to the place where the Ten Tails will find meaning, in the darkness from which it was created. Undoubtedly, we'll see new abilities from the main character and his brother. Maybe even the Ten Tails will show us something new, but the essence of their battle isn't in epic moments. It's in the struggle between evolution and emotion to find the perfect balance for a better world. And this is the journey the heroes are going through. I've tried to explain to you the philosophy of the main character and his brother, who are fighting against the Ten Tails and rejecting the very essence of the Otsutsuki, who call themselves gods. The brothers want to erase their principles, but each in their own way. However, only together can they make a real change. If you look at Boruto's storyline a little deeper, and put aside the fact that the story is overly stretched, you'll see the hidden meaning and causality behind everything that's happening. You'll also see the internal conflicts of the characters, and understand that the perfect balance always needs to be maintained. Otherwise, destruction will come, and new heroes will once again be needed to guide the world into a new era. Now I want you to write in the comments what message from the author you personally see. Put aside any bias and negativity you might have, and try to see the story the way the author intended, not the way you want it to be. I'll be waiting for you in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the animation, and that you'll leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Wishing you all the best.